It is funny what people think about and how they come to those thoughts. It's funny how I come to my thoughts and where I assume that they're generated from an attractor field. The way it works is that there's an energy that builds up, and that energy expresses itself just like an orgasm. When you have sex, it comes out. It's sort of like the words. It's really not the same as, like, you know, a congruent picture of society that people think about when they express something is the idea that there is a personal self that is saying something and it has its own mind. The way I look at it is that it's an energy field, that it's expressing something that is intuited as language, which itself is very mystical. It's almost like we are wired from birth to be able to perceive in this way, that we can put sounds and meaning to things that don't really exist. It would almost be like language doesn't exist, but it's sort of a fruitless expression of something, which I say fruitless because underneath the words it's silence, underneath the concepts it's silence, yet somehow we're entertained by this moving picture of perceptions that are formed by symbols that are expressed by sounds. So it's not something that apes can do, it's something that humans can do. It's probably evolutionary, and it allows for a degree of mental masturbation and physical masturbation if you're thinking about things that make you want to, because what it's really doing is it's kind of going around in a circle. It's not like, you know, you're thinking about, like, you're looking up at the sky and you're seeing that there are clouds coming in. You have to tell someone that, you know, right now the weather is overcast, but what's really happening is that there are a couple people who are perceiving this, you know, what we'd call the same thing. Now, you know, is my blue the same as your blue? Do I attach the same words to the same phenomenon? So the reason why I'm talking about this is because, you know, one of the things that I've read in David Hawkins is that when you go into that branch of philosophy, anyway, there's a branch of philosophy, and you study something to the root, to its very root. You study it all the way down to where it spawns. It takes you to the truth. So one of the areas that I've been considering is language and the way words carry meaning. I specialized in this a few years ago with study of NLP, and that deals with this topic. Also, a lot of people in that field, you know, they talk about other things, things that have to do with something that you can get really obsessed with if you overwhelm yourself with it. So this is just kind of a brief touch on the idea that when you really study anything down to its roots, you can use that avenue to get closer to the truth.